was started off with one of my friends was in it for years, and she always told me about it, but I was always a bit scared. And one day I thought, oh, might as well have a bit of a laugh. I went down and within 20 minutes fell in love with the place, and this is 2 years later and I've started doing as much as I can with the circus, and I want to do it for my life.
Circus for me is a form of expression. Sometimes we all have like these thoughts in our heads that we're never able to release. And like I found my way of actually to express myself and get rid of all these thoughts and like really just put it all onto the rope and kind of go bang.
It was like the first kind of club thing I joined when I first moved here. So like, yeah, and I joined with Ariel, so like we had no friends, and then we got closer through that and met new people, and we found like aerials, which is really good. That's like something we both love.
I'd find it to be really creative and playful. Like, that would be the kind of environment it creates, and it's hard to find that in other places, so I'm really happy I came across it.
People think it's all about animals and clowns and things like that, but it's like so much more. It's like contemporary dance and aerials and like a lot of new talents that you can discover. Even if you think you can't do anything, if you go like join the circus, and you might find something that you're good at.
There's a big kind of, what would you say, stigma on circus, that it's like trad circus, you have like clowns or like piling out of tiny cars and stuff, and like you've like really kind of, I don't know, traditional kind of magic tricks.
Circus isn't only a traditional art, it's also a contemporary art form that is getting much more well known. In Ireland it's still quite small.
We're the first youth circus in the Republic of Ireland. Circus arts is fantastic. It brings different art forms together. It's interesting, it's very challenging. The skills that we are learning in the classes, they're very challenging both physically and artistically. At the moment we're running classes for young people starting from 5 years of age up until 20 years of age, and then also some classes for adults. We have a bursary scheme for low-income family, which means that people from all social backgrounds are able to join in and do the circus activities.
Well, it's a nice break from school, especially because you don't get any homework, and it's quite fun, and it's just nice to have it in your life.
People should come to the circus because it's very fun, it's very relaxed. You can just forget for a few hours who you are and what you've done in the day, and you just can concentrate in something that can relax you.
It's been interesting to see people who are crazy and working, kind of playing with different kind of ideas. It's nice to see that, and to have somewhere to go and explore that.
Every single child or teenager that comes in, they'll always find something they're good at.
It's very non-formal education, but there's actually a lot of social skills. There's loads of education going on as well at the same time, but yet it's not actually sitting people down, which some people don't react the best to. So I think the Galway Community Circus is really good in that sense, that it encourages people, it gives confidence.
In circus you need to have a lot of discipline. Different people come for different reasons. There's some of the younger ones that might come because they're shy and they might not be accepted in any other social group. Their parents might be a little bit concerned about them. Suddenly they come into circus and they find something that they're good at, something that they can like achieve personally on their own, and then through that they then become part of a group. This helps a lot the kids to really feel that this matters, and that it's something that really matters in their life, and it's something that they're proud of.
It did me so much good in my life that I would really like to see it made available to children as an alternate form of physical education. There's more to life than competitive sports. You have both competitively minded people and socially minded people, and I think it's very important to nurture the social aspects, especially in these times where we find the former model failing so miserably.
I see children grow into young adults and become friends, really good friends, really good, strong friendships are formed that not only helps them in Circus, but will no doubt help them after Circus. And you can see that that's going to last them not just through their teenage years, but I mean through many years afterwards.
Galway Community Circus is the venue where young people can start, learn, and in the future that we can provide them training opportunities and performance opportunities, and really bring all these people from Galway who are interested in circus skills, bring them together and show that you're not alone.
You give your plate to Kelly. Kelly, you give your plate to Paul, who's listening. And Paul, you give your plate to Isabel. So can you do that? All swap together on the stick, balancing the stick.
It was really, really good. Really strong family bond between everyone. Like all the, you've got the senior group. They'll gladly come down and volunteer and teach the younger kids, and the younger kids look up to them, like Aaron and Tiernan. They're like best friends, and there's, he's old enough to be his really oldest brother and everything, but they're really close, and it's great to see that. And like Molly and Ariel are sisters that I'd see them as sisters, and it's really nice. You get really close to people. It's lovely to see that family dynamic to it.
The relationship between the tutors as well, they don't see them as teachers but as friends.
Older tutors and older students supporting younger ones and helping them to get to grips with things like stilts or walking on tight ropes, and there's a great atmosphere of enthusiasm, I think, overall.
Really bizarre people. Really cool friends and really good times, and just practicing loads and learning really cool new stuff and just having a laugh. It's really good.
And in our shows as well, it's everybody can be a star. It's not about who's the fastest. It's not about who's the most flexible or the strongest. It's just about what you make of the skills that you have and how much you want to improve. In the mainland, youth circus has been hugely popular for the past 20-30 years. For example, the Belfast Community Circus, they have few years waiting lists. They have several hundred young people wanting to go to their classes. And I believe that in a couple of years' time in Ireland as well, that will happen.
I like the idea that it grows as a community as well, not just as a commercial concern. So that it involves not only children, but their parents, in different aspects, from helping out, from getting involved in fundraising, from going to shows. So it's participation on many levels. It's fun, and I'm delighted to have been a part of it.
When we find our own premises, we can provide classes every day. We can provide training space for performers. We can provide opportunities for young people to really improve their skills so that they can take it further. They can make circus into a career. And also everybody else who are not interested in making it into a profession, maybe open up the world of circus to more and more people.
The space we have now, it's like we have to rent it, and it'd be better if we had like a permanent place that we could do stuff at.
When you come to the time of making shows, you need space, and you need to be able to train stuff in your own area so that you don't have to clean up all the equipment each time if it needs to be in place. If you have a half hour, 45 minutes setting up each time you come into a place to practice for a show, you're losing a lot of time there.
And seeing different European and English circuses and stuff, the way it's run as well, it's very youth-led. So I think give the young people the power and the whatever, and they will actually grow more and kind of have more interest in it as well, and kind of get more ideas themselves of where they'd like to go career-wise.
We've got a plan. We're going to travel the world being aerials for a bit. And
as soon as we finish college.
I didn't realise you could have a career in circus. And then I've met people who've had, amazing careers and done really well and travelled the world, and it's what I want to do, and that's what I'm set on.
Galway is, in my mind, definitely in the future will be a centre of circus arts in Ireland.